Hello everybody and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. And before we begin today, we're going to be playing Siredblood's BBR4. Has some new changes to it. We'll go over some of those and then we'll get some dice rolling going. Just want to do a little a personal pitch here. Recently I had a gentleman come onto my channel. Well, not recently, actually. It's happened over the last year. But the last interaction became very heated, very vulgar, all from his direction. And I'm not really sure where it began. I'm not really sure why it started. And I found myself being the victim of lots of accusations. Now, a lot of times people will say, Hilltop, you don't know what you're doing. You messed this up. You missed this opportunity. Or I can't believe you did that. And, you know what? After some of my turns, I say the same thing. Why did you do that? Let alone film it and give it to the world. It's just sometimes you just make a bonehead move. Sometimes you make a great move and the dice makes it look like a bonehead move, and sometimes the dice make you look like a freaking genius, which happens to me a lot, where I make a dumb move and then the dice just come up hot and I'm looking like I know what I'm doing. Please understand, I make no great claims, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. I make no great claims at being an expert at this game. I see things that I want to try, and I try them. And especially with the BBR test, this is a play test, folks. There's no bragging rights on the line here. Doesn't matter who wins, because we're testing out different things. But even the ones that are pretty much, the rules are pretty hammered out, right? Like anniversary. Like the rules are pretty hammered out on anniversary, and you might do a bid and off you go. Or maybe 1914, if you play Axis now it's 1914, somebody just put on my channel, hey, we do the tournament rules where Germany gets an extra $12. And I think the last one I did, I had Munich could have a building area, and Munich, I'm building stuff for Germany and Munich, and they end up taking Paris, right? So it worked. So these, there's all these different things that go around, all these different rules that are happening in these games, and sometimes I'll try something crazy and it won't work out. Oh well. And I don't mind you pointing a finger at the Hilltop Pillbox and saying that was dumb. I don't mind. It's okay. I can take it. I got a pretty thick skin. Unfortunately, the interaction that was taking place and had been for a while, over a few months, was one that got kind of personal. And so long story short, I ended up having to block one of my subs, which really I don't like doing. It's counterproductive to having a YouTube channel that you're wanting to share ideas with, to get ideas from people, to just add some entertainment, give you something to watch. And so I would just ask that if you do see people out there on my channel or any of these other channels that the BBR is on especially, or my former opponent here, Axis and Alloys, right, just starting out, you've got like 100 subs, a little over 100 now, and if you see people on there and they are throwing about some character attacks, shut that noise down. Shut that noise down as fast as you can, because it doesn't attract people to the channel. Now, if you say, boy, every time I make a comment on here, this moron shows up and starts attacking me, like, I'm out of here. And then that only hurts everybody. Okay, so if you see somebody doing that, just step up. Step up and say, hey, that's too personal, buddy. Right? You can say it was a dumb decision to attack this territory or to go after this fleet or something. You can say it, that's fine. But to then go after someone's character and start throwing vulgarities around, that's not cricket, as they say. I'm playing UK, so I can say that. That's no cricket. So please really support the community. And I'm probably preaching to the choir here. I think anybody watching this stuff here would do absolutely that. But if I could just ask you to kind of be on, not on your guard. That sounds wrong. That sounds a little too fascist. Just be aware, right, that when people start getting a little personal, getting a little bit too much about character, that just hurts everybody. So I'd encourage everybody who's watching this video, and when you go to other videos of the other guys who are playing, just be positive. You can say, I positively think you screwed that attack up. You can say that. And it's quite possible I'm going to do that today with this nonsense here. But at the same point, there's a way to do it, right? There's a way to do it. And realize that if you were rolling the dice, you know, you may have made a different and worse decision. It's possible, right? And hindsight's 2020. We always say, oh boy, if you would have done this and this would have happened. Yeah, but at the time I didn't know that was going to happen, so I didn't do this, right? So anyway, that's just a long story short, just to say, hey, be nice, and we'll have a better community for it. Oh, just a second. I've got to check in on something. Be right there. All right, after a great deal of soul searching and pushing things around, here is Britain's first turn. 1, 2, 3. You've all seen this before. And we'll have this guy come in. And we will have this cruiser and transport come down here. I don't know if I was pointed in the right direction there. The transport's going to pick them up. So we've got that mess going into Ethiopia. Over here, we'll take a pot shot here, and well, not really a pot shot, this is a full-on assault on Tobruk. 1, 2, so he's got 2 left. This fighter's going to come in, he's got 2 left. This tactical's going to come in, he's got 2 left. And this fighter's going to come in 1, 2, 3, he's got 1 left, and the destroyer's going to join for 1. Okay, well, here we go. Let's start with Tobruk. And I have workshopped these attacks probably 5 times. And sometimes I get wiped out because the dice go ice cold, and sometimes I roast them. So we'll find out what happens now on film. I hate this. Okay, here we go. So we have a tactical, which we could use to target select that tank. I think we will. We're going to target select the tank. So here is the dice for the tank, and okay, we got a hit. All right, so target select on the tank works. And now I have 2 fighters and a tank, so that's 3 at 3. I've got artillery supporting a mech. I'll move him over there, it's easier to see. So that's 2 at 2. And then I've got 2 unsupported infantry at 1. So I got 7 dice here, looking to get 5 hits. Here we go. 0 hits. Okay, this is the part where I get roasted. Now he's got 5 at 2. And I bet you he gets more than 0 hits. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet. Hey, look at that. He got 1. Okay, so that was fun. Maybe we can get more than 0 hits this time, guys. What do you say? What do you say? I think that would be great. So I got 4 at 3. I did get 1 hit, I guess, with the tactical. So we both got 1 hit in the first round of combat. All right, here we go. Guys, you want to survive this battle? You got to roll better than that. All right. Well, he's got 5 at 2 again. Here we go. Okay, so 1 hit again. So we take away that man. All right. So now I am down to 4 at 3. You think these guys could get like a pile of hits for me. And 2 at 2. All right, boys. Quit screwing around. Make it happen. There we go. There you go. That wasn't so bad, was it? All right, so that was 4 hits. I only needed 3. So he's got 3 at 2. 3 at 2. And they got 1 more hit. All right, so we'll kill the mech. Want to kill the mech? We'll kill the artillery because it's all going to die. But if it doesn't, I can skedaddle. All right. Well, let's do this one here. So I've got a fighter at 3 and a destroyer at 2. No hits. Well done. His destroyer at 2. No hit. All right, boys. Like, seriously. All right, so we got 1 hit. His destroyer gets a hit. Of course he does. Why not? I can't kill him on the first round when he wouldn't be able to get me. I'm just nice that way. Maybe it's a UK Canadian thing. All right, so here we're going to have 2 bombards. So that's 2 at 3. And then we're going to have 4 at 2. And then we have, so these are 4-2, and then we have 1 unsupported infantry. Okay, so here we go. These bombards have got to do something. Got to do something. All right, well, we got 2 hits. 1 bombard hit. So we got 2 hits. He's got 3 at 2 coming back. 3 at 2. Ouch! Yeah, aren't dice games fun? Okay, so I've got 3 at 2 versus 1 at 2. 3 at 2, I got 1 hit. And coming back, and he also gets a hit, because why not? Alright, so doesn't really matter actually. So we're going to get rid of the artillery in case we need to ship guys around. And that is that. And these guys are dead. And these guys are all dead. And these guys here are all dead. Alright. Wow, I lost a lot of stuff that round. Okay. Well, time to do our non-coms. So these guys are stuck here, of course. And they're going to take that. And then we'll fly Buddy here. He can fly 2. So yeah, I guess we got to go back to Egypt. I could land them all in Malta. Let's see, so he's got... Sorry folks, I'm just going to pause. I got a bit of thinking to do here. I'll be right back. Alright, well, this is just bad to worse here. This guy's got to land in Malta, so there's nothing for it. You got to do that. And these chips here, in case you're wondering, these are all worth 1 now. So yeah, so this guy can move 2. So he's going to have to go back there. This fighter's going to have to go back here, and this fighter was here as well. He's going to go back here as well. Not a nice situation. It is what it is. Just want to see if I want to move my carrier back there. 5. 1, 2 at 2. You can bring 2 tanks. Do it. Yeah, well, carriers cost 16 and planes cost 10. So I'm going to do that so I can hopefully save my planes from bombards. Anyway, this one's going to flip over there. Buddy here is going to move up and join the ranks there. And a lot of you are saying, why in the world are you not, getting everything you can into Cairo? Well, there's no way we can hold Cairo the way things are right now. It's impossible, so we're not even going to try. We're going to have to skedaddle out of there. And I'm sure that'll make Hambone real happy. But it is what it is. This cruiser is going to go 1, 2. He's going to come down off Brazil here. I did that there. That's done. We're going to send 2 infantry that way into West India, and we're going to have the fighter come back to India as well, and the guys in Burma are going to come back to India as well. Battleship, Battleship, which owns this place here, is going to come back to 39. The guys in Kwangtung are just going to hang out there until they get shot. That'll be fun. Alright, and then what other I want to do? Oh shoot, right, we got this battle here. Alright, so here we go. I've got a 2 versus 2 1s, so I'm going to roll them at the same time. So it's a 2, whoops, not 2 2s, a 2 versus 2 1s. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I killed one of his subs. That's nice. And Okay, last time I did this in a game, the white dice came up, so I'm kind of freaking out right now. Come on, let's go with... Come on, blue. Come on, blue. Come on, blue. There we go. Whew. Die. Aren't these beautiful subs, though? These are from Panzer King up in PG, up in Prince George, here in British Columbia. He's also the guy who gave me all these fancy-looking planes for the British and the Japanese and the Americans. That's when you see these up here. I don't have the skill to make it look that nice, so he did all that, and he's got the things. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. But Panzer King, solid guy, top shelf. If you haven't been to his channel, you got to go to his channel. He just busted through 200 subs and had a great giveaway, multi-stage giveaway, so just incredible stuff. So get over there. We're going to grab two guys here on Mr. Transport, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 down to 88, and we're going to drop them off down here. So we'll put them in, I don't know, let's go French Guiana. There you go. Is that where Jonestown happened? There, better. All right. Get rid of that. Okay, over here, so the Germans, part of me wishes I would have scrambled. I might have been able to do a bit more damage, but you never know, right? And it's the new playtest, so I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. We're going to take this fleet, we're going to move it to 119, and then we're going to move up 2 British fighters up to the top here, okay? Is that what we're going to do? I think that's what we're going to do. What are we at? Yeah, 2 British fighters, and then on the French turn, Buddy's going to come up here. So since I'm not filming the French turn as far as I know, I'm just going to move them up there to start, just for now. And then these guys are going to come down. All that stuff's going to come down. But that's on the Commonwealth turn. I probably won't be filming that, so just that's what we've planned on doing. All right, so that is everything with the Brits. And here's the dead pool of everything. So we're going to put our stuff on. You're dead. So the tank and the mech are going into Calcutta. The fighter is going into London. The 5 infantry are going into London. And of course, the technology, I went up 1 on my tech. So, we saved nothing. And we're going to go and check out our NOs. We'll see what our NOs say. So with the Iran, Iraq, Northwest Iran, so we don't have any of those, obviously. Do we control Egypt, Transjordan, and El Alamein? Yes, we do. And we're at war in Europe. This says when you're at war with Japan, you get some money, but that's the most useless NO of all time, because there's no way in the world you're hanging on to that once Japan goes to war. I mean, I guess the dice could get lucky and you get a $5 bonus, but yeah, that's something you get when the war is going much better and you've been able to capture that. So we're not getting that one. And there are some different NOs floating about there, and I may have missed one. I did ask for update on the NOs, and I didn't get too much info on that. So hopefully I did it right. But here we go. So we're at 39 is our base. We haven't lost any territory. And we are up 1, 2, and so that's 41. Look at me go with my math, eh? So that's 41, and then we have the one here. So we got 46. Okay, so we didn't save any money, so we have $46 that we have for next round for the UK. And then we'll go over where everything is. So 30, 40, $6. Okay, so 46 for the UK. Let me go into the UK box. And let's go over what we got where. And I'm going to just do the UK. I'm not going to worry about Commonwealth because that's a different thing, of course. All right. UK Ethiopia, 1 man, 1 artillery. Sea Zone 76, 2 transports, 1 destroyer, 2 cruisers. In Cairo, we have 2 fighters, 1 tactical, 2 infantry. Season 98, we have a carrier. In Tobruk, we have a mech and an armor. In Malta, we have 1 AA gun, 1 fighter, and 1 infantry. We'll head over this way now. In Hong Kong, of course, we have 2 infantry. In Malaya, we have 3 infantry. In India, we have 5 infantry, 2 fighters, 1 tactical, 1 tank, 1 mech, 3 AA guns. In West India, we have 3 infantry. In C-Zone 86, we have 1 cruiser. In C-Zone 88, we have 1 transport. In Suriname, we have 2 infantry. In 106, we have a destroyer. In 119, I believe this is, yes, 119, we have a destroyer, cruiser, battleship. In Scotland, we have 2 British fighters. I'll move this back down here. 2 British fighters. We might change our minds on that, actually, now that I'm thinking, because there was something else we might be doing. In the United Kingdom, we have 1 strategic bomber. We have 1 tactical bomber. We have 1 mech. We have 2 fighters. And we have 5 infantry and 5 AA guns. All right. And I believe that is all the stuff we have on the board. I think there's some Commonwealth stuff I need to place in Quebec and Ontario. That's another thing is Manitoba is not worth anything. Ontario's worth 1. And New Brunswick, Nova Scotia now worth nothing. They've had some play testing where the Commonwealth, or Anza Canarense, if you want to call it that, had a little bit too much cash and it was a little too easy for them to push their power around. All right, folks. Well, that is it for that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you didn't have to wait too long for the action there. I know I was thinking a long time, but there it is. There you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And I'm going to hand the reins over to Hambone. I believe it's Hambone. Is it Hambone? Is it VK? Who's playing Italy? Somebody help me out here. And I don't have that on me right now. So good luck to Italy. And they're going to go next. And then we'll have Commonwealth. And that'll wrap turn 1. And as you know, BBR is 8 rounds. So we got a long ways to go. Lots of fun stuff's going to happen. Wish us luck. Go Allies.